At the sprawling coastal mansion of billionaire Victor Langley, Sophie Bennett, a new maid with a modest upbringing, arrived in the crisp autumn of 2024, her worn sneakers and faded jacket stark against the gleaming oak floors and gold-trimmed chandeliers. She clutched a small duffel bag, just big enough for a spare shirt and a water flask. The head butler, Mr. Caldwell, a lean man with a stern face and a suit that reeked of old wealth, handed her a cleaning schedule with a curt, "Stick to floors, windows, and linens, Miss Bennett. Stay clear of little Miss Lily, the 8-year-old who's never walked a day in her life." His tone was sharp, dismissive, as he pointed toward the east wing where Lily's room lay, turning away before Sophie could respond. As she adjusted her bag, its frayed strap brushing her fingers, 2 maids in crisp aprons passed by, one with sharp red hair sneering. "Another one who thinks she's special. She'll be out by Friday." Sophie's jaw tightened, but she kept moving, her steps steady, her face unreadable. In the bustling staff kitchen, a cook named Leo, broad and loud, spotted her. "Hey, new girl," he called, waving a ladle like a king's scepter. "You here to mop your way to riches, or just lost on your way to the soup kitchen?" Laughter erupted, a gardener mimicking her faded jacket. Sophie paused, her hand on her cleaning cart, and met Leo's gaze. "Just doing my job," she said, her voice calm but firm, silencing his laugh. The others shifted uncomfortably as she pushed her cart forward, its wheels squeaking faintly. In the staff dining room, Sophie sat alone with her tray of oatmeal and fruit, ignored by the tight-knit crew. A maid named Brenda, with a fake smile and a habit of flipping her hair, leaned toward another, loud enough for all to hear. Her shoes looked like they came from a dumpster. Giggles followed. A security guard, Tom, added, "Bet she's never seen a house this big. Probably got lost on her way to the pier." Sophie's spoon paused, but she kept eating, her movements deliberate. In the laundry room, a cocky gardener named Jake leaned against a dryer, smirking. "You don't belong here," he said. "This place is for people who know their place." Sophie's eyes flicked to a faded photo in her pocket, a young girl mid-cartwheel before she folded another towel, ignoring him. Jake's grin faded, and he slunk out, the room heavy with her quiet defiance. Lily's room, with its soft green walls and a wide window overlooking the ocean, was Sophie's next stop. Lily sat in her wheelchair, her small hands folded, her nurse, Rachel, adjusting a blanket with a cold stare. When Sophie entered, Lily's faint smile vanished, and Rachel snapped, "Don't hover. Clean and leave." Sophie nodded, wiping down a bed frame, but caught Lily watching her, curious. At a staff meeting, Brenda raised her hand, her voice syrupy. "Shouldn't we ensure the new help stays away from Miss Lily?" Snickers followed, but Mr. Caldwell's curt, "She knows her duties," silenced them. Sophie stood in the back, her arms crossed, unfazed, though Rachel whispered to another, "She's probably here to steal something." Sophie's gaze met Rachel's, and the nurse looked away, flustered. One morning, while mopping near Lily's room, Sophie dropped her cloth. In a fluid, graceful spin, she scooped it UPA move from a gymnasium, not a mansion. Lily, wheeled out by Rachel, stared, wide-eyed. "Moving can be fun, like a game," Sophie said softly. Lily's fingers twitched, but Rachel huffed, pulling her away. Later, in the library, Victor Langley himself, a towering man with a face like granite, caught Sophie near Lily's books. "I heard you spoke to my daughter about moving her legs," he said, his voice icy. "The best doctors have tried. Don't fill her head with dreams." Sophie nodded, her fingers tightening on her cloth. "Understood," she said, returning to her work as staff nearby smirked. In the glass-walled conservatory, Sophie found Lily alone, staring at a rubber ball. "Ever try kicking one?" Sophie asked, tossing it lightly and balancing it on her foot. Lily hesitated, then lifted her foot an inch, trembling. Sophie's smile was small, encouraging. "Good start. More tomorrow." That evening, Brenda, scrolling her phone, sneered, "No social media? What kind of nobody is she?" A small keychain, a worn silver star, fell from Sophie's pocket. Brenda mocked it, but Sophie's quiet, "Something like that," left her faltering. Unseen, a security camera caught Sophie and Lily's moment, and Victor watched the footage in his office, pausing as Lily's foot moved. He stood, staring at the ocean, his face unreadable. The next day, Rachel stormed into the staff room, furious. She's endangering Lily with these games. By noon, Victor had signed Sophie's termination. Mr. Caldwell handed her the notice, but she asked to stay until evening, and he agreed. Lily, coloring in her room, teared up when she heard. "I don't want her to go," she whispered. Sophie appeared, promising to stay the night, brushing a curl from Lily's face. That evening, Sophie played a soft tune on the grand piano, a lullaby Lily's late mother once sang. Lily, listening, pushed herself up, her legs shaking, and took 2 wobbly steps. Sophie caught her gently, whispering, "You did it." Victor, at the staircase, froze, his eyes wet. Rachel burst in, shouting, "Her ankles can't take it." But Lily's small voice cut through. "Daddy, I want her." A maid named Clara, usually silent, stepped forward, her phone trembling. "I recorded it. Send it to the staff chat." The room stilled, Rachel's clipboard slipping. The next morning, Rachel was fired for falsified credentials. Brenda's cruel tweet surfaced, costing her a side gig. Tom lost his badge for slacking. Sophie, now Lily's coach, worked quietly in the conservatory, teaching Lily to balance a ball. The staff watched, whispers gone, replaced by cautious respect. One evening, by the ocean, Lily asked, "Were you ever scared to move?" Sophie smiled. "Every time I stepped on a mat. But I did it anyway." Victor watched, his presence quiet but heavy, his trust in Sophie clear. Lily's steps grew steadier, her laughter echoing. The mansion, once cold, felt warmer, its staff moving with purpose, Sophie's quiet strength reshaping its heart. What would you do if you were judged before you could prove yourself? Would you fight back with words or let your actions speak? Have you ever seen someone underestimated rise to change everything? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button, and subscribe for more stories that challenge, inspire, and make you question.